Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Feast on Butter, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. We here again, right in your airwaves.
Right.
Hey, Bia Kenzie, what's going on?
Gabby in the building. We have so much to talk about. Madichi is, fortunately not here.
Yeah, she's not presently here, but she will join us very soon, or maybe not. But she sends her love, guys. She sends her love. So we have a lot to talk about. First up, NAIRA is in the news again for something that does not concern him.
That doesn't actually concern you.
Do you understand this life? And someone used the word atheist without understanding what it means. Isn't that fascinating?
It is. I mean, the fact that it's 21st century, you cannot imagine.
And you're saying it, and the person is like saying
and
it.
it's almost turning into a fight.
You get like so, and there's more. All right. What would you do if you had a kid or child, in school for 8 years or 7 years, only to discover that it was not actually in school?
Oh God.
Medical school to
God, to do medicine and be the family doctor and raise the family name.
After telling the whole family that I have a upcoming doctor's son. You know what, guys? You guys want to find out what we have for you? Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
That's right.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuse Unbuttered.
All right, so NAIRA's former lawyer. You see, I'm saying former because people. I feel like the news that has been going viral is like NAIRA's lawyer, current lawyer, has been convicted for a crime of like 4 million naira. Allegedly, you get a 4 million naira bribe to the EFCC officials. So here's the story. All right, guys. Taiwo Oreagba has been convicted by Justice Oluwatoyin Taiwo of the Ikeja High Court in Lagos for soliciting a 4 million naira bribe to the EFCC officials. Now, here's the story. Let me not use grammar and confusing people. Right? This woman was working with Naira Marley on his legal case that was as regards
internet fraud
with EFCC. I'm talking about Naira Marley. His real name is Fashola. You know, Naira Marley's real name is Fashola. Wow. Actually, I think Babatunde. Babajide or something.
Definitely not Babatunde. But I mean, okay.
Yeah. So she worked with Naira Marley on that case, and people now think that she was convicted again for something as regards Naira Marley. No, this is a different ball game entirely. She was representing another client, and over a leaked voice message, she promised to.
She was bragging that she could actually bribe EFCC officials.
Yeah, she was going to bribe an EFCC official with 4 million naira. She got 4 million naira from the client.
Yeah, and
apparently, tables are turned, and fire and fry pan and oil, everything has scattered. So apparently, she's been convicted, and. She's supposed to serve a sentence of 2 years for trying to bribe an for
attempting to bribe
an EFCC official,
or pay a fine of 500,000 naira.
So she can either do 2 years or pay. And she has also returned the 4 million naira that she collected from the client.
It's very important to mention that.
Yeah, so let's mention that. And this case has nothing to do with Naira Marley. When Naira Marley is in the news again, Naira Marley says, he said it in one of his songs that Marley in the news again, and so he's always coming up even when it doesn't concern him. So this issue is not about Naira Marley and EFCC. It's about Naira Marley's former lawyer.
lawyer.
Do you get it? So that's that about
but then this thing about bribe, it feels like it's happening like way and way more like in our society today, and it doesn't even feel like bribery anymore. People are just saying, "Oh, I'll give you money to do this for me." You understand how
Well, the ones giving it what's it called? The definition of bribery. Some people just call it sorting.
Yeah,
they call it just paying homage.
It's getting very hard to even recognize what a bribe is anymore.
Do you get? It's like,
but I'm sure in this case, it's very clear what she was doing. She knew.
There's
if
evidence.
it was true.
There's evidence of a voice message. So she literally like indicted herself, and
that's
I mean, I only know, not even hope. I know that she's going to pay the fine.
Yeah, better than serving 2 years, right?
Do you get? 2 years. 2 years.
Whole years.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Multina, share happiness.
Views Unpotted.
All right, so we're going to also talk about what it means to be an atheist in this 21st century. Apparently, not everybody knows what it means.
Yes.
The word atheist is strange to someone, and that someone happens to be actor Kehinde Adams. Now, he was on a live video. I believe this is Instagram, and he had two people on that live video.
With him, yeah?
Yes, with him. And one of them asked, and he goes ahead to ask one of them, what's your religion? And that person says, I'm an atheist. He says, I don't know which one is atheist though. I only know Christian and Muslim. Which one are you? And then this guy says, if you don't know what atheist is, go and Google it. Apparently, Kehinde Adams did not take this very well.
Nice.
He just goes on and on. Why are you insulting me? What do you mean?
Me.
What do you mean? There's only Christian and Muslim.
Embarrassing himself.
So I mean,
on live.
Obviously, this live got
video
to, be very violent at the end of the day. And it was funny because I just kept on hearing, listen to me.
The accents.
Oh my God. I don't know what to say. So how many religions are there? How many religions do you recognize?
Wonder why I feel like it's somewhat embarrassing. Eventually, he's going to feel embarrassed.
When he finally does the Google.
I feel like right now
Google search, right?
Yes, because even a kid understands what it means to be an atheist, and you don't know that you're asking a question if the person is a Christian or Muslim, or if what religion the person practices, and the person's telling you, I'm an atheist, and you're like, no, you only know that's the level of ignorance. That's a very, but I mean, then again, not everybody. It's really hard though. It's really hard to believe that someone will be in this century or no. But I mean, I cannot understand how he's going to feel right now
after having done the Google search, which was highly recommended by the man that said
politely, go and
please
check
run
Google
this Google
now.
search quick.
And you're like, what? So sometimes you need to actually come down from your high horse and actually just okay, I've heard.
Yeah,
I'll just ask. Okay,
I'm sorry, I don't know. I'll find
you
out.
don't need to be very aggressive, and that was where he missed it. So you would have just, it's okay. You can't know everything. Okay,
you know how they always say Google is your friend. It's very true.
Actually, yeah.
Apparently, in this day and age, we have atheists. Atheists are people who don't believe that there's a God. Yeah. We have agnostics, people that are not very sure if there's a God. There's just like so many religions, so many sexual orientations.
That believe in the Big Bang Theory.
What are they called?
Go
and Google it. Google is your friend.
Yes, I'll go. Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
I will not shade you. All right, guys, we'll go on a short break right now. When we get back, we'll talk more with you on Views Unpotted. Don't move a muscle.
Yeah.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Multina, share happiness.
Views Unpotted.
So I'm gonna ask you, Abi, if you happen to be a father, and then
I will be a father soon. Not soon. Like say soon. Like say. Like,
how long are we talking about here?
Like about 5-6 years.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know, man. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
okay. I mean, if he's not sure, but
Yeah.
there's a father, there's a dad out there who actually sent his, son to go to medical school for a whole 7 years, and did not realize that his son wasn't actually going to school. So what we're basically talking about is how sometimes children go the extra length to scam their parents without thinking about
Scamming your parents.
without thinking about what these things can cause for these elderly people or the parents, who are doing a lot of work to put you, through to a position where you can get the best in your life, basically. So now this particular student wasn't going to medical school, happened to be schooling somewhere in Port Harcourt. He'll come home every once in a while, stay for 3 weeks. You say, I'm on holidays. The mom will package, Ghana must go, food store.
Provision, yeah.
Say, okay, time to go back. But a whole 7 years, and this guy wasn't actually in medical school. And his
Was
dad
he even in school at all?
I mean, obviously not. So, 7 whole years. Where were you? What were you doing?
I feel like a lot of people in this our generation are very brutal. Like they don't even they make actions and they don't even think about the repercussion. Because like 7 years is such a long time to be living a lie.
To be living a lie.
It is such a long time.
Ha! Oh my God. But here's another thing. How come the parents did not find out?
Now that's some level of negligence.
Right?
On the side of the parents. Because like, yes, you can be busy and all that, but I know my pops literally throughout my high institution days, my pops came to my school like at random, maybe like 2 times.
And I think it's important. Like, it's not enough to just say, oh, they're adults, let me leave them. Every once in a while.
He came like 2 times. He came one time when it was hard for him to always reach me on phone and stuff like that. So it was only when it was my convenient time that I would now call back. So it was just like, okay, he just bumped in. He said, he came around for a wedding and stuff like that, that area, and he just bumped in. And that was because I even schooled in Lagos.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
I could not. I know it would have been a different ball game if I schooled like far away.
Really far away,
just
right?
because then there'll be more tenable excuses. But I think is quite negligent on the side of the parent not to have even. Did they not go for matric? Like, if not anything, matriculation.
And this is not schooling outside the country.
Did they not? I know you can.
This is still within the country,
Nigeria,
so you can still travel every once in a while and check up.
Of forging results and papers and stuff like that.
But not if you are actually in school.
But you need. I mean, that's why the school has a website. You should have a matric number. You should have a portal. If you have not literally, and the truth about it is there should be reasons to suspect. Maybe they were not just paying attention.
Yeah.
For 7 years, your child told you he's in medical school and he was going and coming back, and you eventually now found out after like.
Oh my God.
7 years.
I can only imagine the heartbreak that the parents are going through. But it
Trust
also
me, it's heartbreaking.
It goes to show that a lot of times moms are the ones that are most forgiving, because at the end of the day, the father is like, if I catch you, I'm going to off you. That's the word the father actually used. I'm going to off you. So basically the mom is the one protecting this child and say, go and leave my relatives for now. You must not see your father eye to eye. That's because we don't know what's going to happen. So for me, this is just what I would say on this whole thing. I think it's just very funny that, things like this are actually happening, because when I was even going through school, we had people who were saying that they'll tell their parents that they pay fees, every semester, they'll be collecting the money,
and the thing is, this thing does not just start at once. It's like a seed that germinates and grows and becomes something that they can that has no limit again. Because like, I know when I was really young in my teenage days, I knew people that collected jam form in money like double of the amount
or more.
Let me cite an example. If the jam form is about 4,000 naira, they probably will collect like 8,000 or 10,000 if they were taking and I know someone that collected different
fees that never existed.
I'm not even going to cap, all right? I had my own fair share of this.
Wow, AB.
But it was not even as regards jam. It's probably as regards, fake projects that didn't exist.
Wow.
Yes. Because at some point, I felt, this is me being 100 with you. At some point, I felt my pops was being very stiff, that it was literally not, I was not going to tell my pops that, we had departmental dinner or faculty dinner. And they drop money and I want to buy clothes. I'm like, hey guy, what are you buying? But bro, you face your studies
Wow,
So, but if I wanted to go out for stuff, and I knew that this man would literally not want to give me so much for any extracurricular activity. But if I tell him it was something as regards, so I just make up a name, cartography projects that was worth about 15,000.
Hey, oh my
Money doesn't even exist.
Oh my God.
I was. I mean, I was not greedy. I understood the financial capacity of my parents. I also understood that I just needed to finish. They wanted something. They wanted me to come out with something. I just needed to finish.
Yeah.
Even I don't care the class. I shall finish.
But I think, oh my God, but I think this doesn't compare to pretending to be good.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. I know. I mean, you see, for me, I went to a federal school, so I experienced a lot of stuff. I saw a lot of stuff firsthand. Students that were not, they had literally probably been rusticated or they had been dismissed, but they refused to leave, and they were still getting pay from their parents and stuff like that, until when they say kasala box.
Oh my God, which has happened in this case. But I'm just going to say, please don't scam your parents.
Please.
It's really not a good thing.
Have a heart, because one day you are going to be a father.
Exactly. Please.
All right, guys, that's so much we can take today on Fuse Unbothered. Do not forget to join the family. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Fuse, on YouTube, and follow on Instagram, Fuse_local. You can link up with me, holla, at AB_AKYNZ on Instagram. That's right.
You find me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby. Do well to follow.
That's right, guys. Listen, all right? Live your life on your own terms. Stay happy. Stay winning. From all of us here in the studio,
stay fused.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.